Okay, I hope all of you can see my screen. There's a white screen, whiteboard. Can you see my screen? Can somebody just write down a yes? Okay, great, great. So the session for today is, okay, again, still people are joining in. I have to keep them getting entered in the session. Okay, right. Okay, right. So Tulip, please don't annotate. Let me disable the annotation for you. Okay. You know, it looks good to write on a virtual whiteboard. You know, that's what probably. Or yeah, कई बारी mistakes से हो जाता है, right? But anyhow, so the session that we're going to start today is about. Let me start with a new whiteboard. I believe is about aptitude. I'm sure you've been conveyed that the session is about aptitude by Apti Guide. See, we have aptitude in our name also, Apti in our name also. Okay, and I'm sure all of you are aware of what is the importance of aptitude, especially for you when it comes to you people who are still in their third year or their final year or MBA final year or pre-final year. How important it is for you to have a good aptitude, because all the companies that are visiting your campus, I keep getting the updates on Parashar sir's Facebook, and he also keeps sending me the updates on WhatsApp. I keep seeing a lot of people getting placed every day, but that requires you to have a lot of skills, your technical skills, your HR skills, and one of the most important skill is again aptitude skill, right? Why do the companies conduct an aptitude exam? Can somebody tell me why do companies conduct an aptitude exam and not something else? I mean, why not conduct a coding exam for hiring people for coding, or doing something else? I mean, if somebody is to be hired for an HR job, a marketing job, why not take a test on HR and marketing concepts? Why just focus on the aptitude? Okay, Vivek is saying mental ability, to check mental ability of a student. Okay, mental ability again. I'm getting the same answers again and again. Mental ability of a, to check the mental ability of a student. So that's what my question is. Why do you think mental ability is important? You know, the Shan says presence of mind. See, when it says presence of, when you say presence of mind should be something which is which you do immediately, right? But aptitude is something that you have to do over time. You need to learn it, right? Very good, Sahaj. That's the closest answer that I can get. Okay, Nilakshi is saying to check how early the students take decisions, right? So decision making के लिए I have decision making tests also. For example, I might give you situation based tests, right? But aptitude is something that you can learn over time. It is something different that you need to learn over time. The most important factor here is to keep you all on the same level playing field. Okay, for example, let's say I have a coding job, to know the caliber of candidates. See, that's why they, I mean, when I say aptitude, I was asking why only aptitude. A lot of things where with which they can check your caliber. Why don't they make you run, see who completes a 100-meter race first, right? Because that's not the skill that they need. Aptitude is something that shows them how good you are mathematically, how good your language is. When it comes to language, I'm talking about English language. Okay, how good your language is, how good your logical skills are, logical abilities, mental thinking skills. So this is the same kind of exam that you get in your NTSC Olympiads also, if you've ever appeared in one. So NTSC Olympiads have a common test for everyone and then a subject test also. So that common test that I'm saying, that common test has these concepts only: this mental ability, language, logical ability. These are the things that they ask in these tests, right? So why do companies ask for this test? Okay, it represents a person's competency to perform a specific type of task. Okay, see, I would not relate it directly to a task, but it is a level playing field. Level playing field. So what do I mean by level playing field? See, when I have to make people sit for a test, it should be such that it is not advantageous to one of the persons or to one of the streams, or you know कि एक ही तरह के लोगों को ज्यादा फायदा दे वो, ऐसा टेस्ट नहीं चाहिए, right? Yes, it's common for all the streams. That's what I'm trying to say, Sahil. It's common for all the streams, right? Now these MBA people who are from MBA third semester, fourth semester, I'm seeing those third semester people, they would be very good when it comes to marketing, right? They would know what 4 P's of marketing are, but EC people might not know it, right? When it comes to C++, computer science people might be very good at it, MBA people might not be very good at it, right? If they've learned it specifically, then they know it, else they are not aware of it, right? That's why they take something out of the scope of all of these. They generally take aptitude, right? And this aptitude is not only for your company tests, it's not for your company recruitment tests, but where else we get aptitude? It's there in a lot of different exams. For example, whatever you plan to do after your graduation, after your post graduation, will have some sort of test. For example, I'm talking about the people who are doing their graduation first. What are the career streams that they have? They can either go for a job, so for which companies would come, which will conduct an aptitude test. They can go for higher studies. अब higher studies के अंदर a lot of different options, like they can go for technical studies. Okay, I got logged out. Can you guys hear me? I've logged back in. Can you guys hear me? I got logged out for a while. Right. So this is what I was talking. Okay, great. When it comes to jobs, there are companies coming which conduct an aptitude test. When it comes to higher studies, you can either go for technical based higher studies. I mean, you can go for your MTech maybe, right? Or your MS outside India. You can go for an MTech. You can go for an MS outside India. So for MTech, you have your GATE exam. You have GATE exam, and even GATE exam has 15 marks of aptitude. ऐसा नहीं है कि गेट में नहीं आएगा एप्टीट्यूड. इट इज देयर इन गेट आल्सो. यू गो फॉर एमएस outside India, you can go to US, you can go to Canada, you can go to Germany, you can go to many other countries like Norway. Why am I including these European countries? Because they're very cheap. There's some information that I wanted to share with you. The education in Germany, Norway is completely free, not only for their own citizens only. It is free for everyone. Even if you are from outside of Germany or Norway, it's free for everyone. But what are the criteria they're looking at? They're looking at, one, your academic credentials. Second, they look at the GRE exam. Okay, they look at the GRE exam. Just a second, please. Okay, so I was talking about GRE exam. GRE is Graduate Record Examination, conducted by a US body called ETS. And this is also solely aptitude based. Solely aptitude based exam, right? If you would want more information about GRE, I can share it with you. But solely aptitude based exam, right? And Germany, Norway, they primarily would have GRE as a requirement. If you want to study for free after your graduation, by free I mean you will have the living costs. Your tuition is free. You don't have to pay anything for your education. It's just the living cost that you have, right? Or you go to US to get admissions and to get scholarships, you need GRE, right? So this GRE exam is also solely an aptitude based exam. Okay, these were higher study routes. You can go for higher studies in technical. If I forget technical, I might have other options like going in for management, and you can go for management in India or out of India. What is the exam for management in India? What is the exam that is conducted for getting into an MBA in India? I'm sure all of you are aware. Yes, the exam is called CAT, Common Admission Test. Common Admission Test. Okay, and for abroad, you have GMAT, Graduate Management Admission Test. Both of these tests are completely aptitude-based tests. Okay, CAT has 3 sections: verbal ability, English, logical reasoning and data interpretation, and quantitative aptitude, which is maths, right? And when it comes to GMAT, GMAT has primarily 4 sections. One is analytical writing assessment, where there's an essay to be written. One is quantitative aptitude, maths, English, and the fourth is integrated reasoning. Integrated reasoning. Okay, these are the 4 sections that you have for GMAT. There's still people joining in. A lot of people still joining in. Okay, right. So you see, whatever route you have to pick up, you want to go for a job, you want to go for higher studies. So this is where I talked about the private jobs. Okay, you go for government jobs. For government jobs also, you have you might have heard about government introducing NRA. Can somebody tell me what NRA is? It has been introduced recently by the government. I mean, although it's not in the it's in the execution phase right now. So NRA is a body which will conduct an examination. Yes, correct, Amandeep. Correct, Tushar. It's the National Recruitment Agency. National Recruitment Agency, which will conduct an exam called CET. There's a common entrance test that they will be conducting. For what sort of jobs? For what sort of jobs? For jobs जो पहले SSC करता था, Staff Selection Commission, SSC, Railways, and Bank. They used to conduct separate tests earlier, but they will be going in for a common test now. CET, common test. Okay. So CET is also going to be completely aptitude based. It's going to be completely aptitude based. Earlier SSC had different different tests like MTS, CHSL, CGL. CGL तुम लोगों के लिए है जो ग्रेजुएशन करने वाले हो. CGL होता था. अभी भी CGL ही होगा for another 1 year maybe, जब तक CET introduce नहीं होता है. But CET is also going to be an aptitude test, right? So you go for any public sector job also, you have aptitude. In fact, the highest level public sector job under UPSC, IAS, yes, they might do it for later on. They will introduce it for UPSC also. Abhi nahi hai for UPSC. It will be in the future. For this is just a pilot phase that they're doing for SSC Railway Bank. If it goes fine, they might do it for IAS also, right? So UPSC IAS का जो exam होता है, उसके अंदर भी there are 2 different tests. One is CSAT, one is GS. CSAT is Civil Services Aptitude Test, and GS is General Studies. This is also aptitude. Okay, that's what the importance of aptitude is. See, all the exams that I'm talking about have aptitude. In fact, let me tell you, I get students from outside India also. For their recruitment, they have aptitude tests. I recently had a student, one of my old student, he was my GRE student earlier, but now he has completed his masters in Australia and he's into project management. So he was joining another company. That company took a test which was almost 75% aptitude, and rest 25% was design skills because projects need designs, right? He was a civil engineer, did his bachelor's from City Institute and did his master's from Perth, Australia, right? Has very good job there. Even there, you talk about any country, you talk about UK, you talk about Australia, you talk about US, for their recruitments or for their I would say promotions, they have certain exams. I still keep getting a lot of queries also from people who are working in banks, and they tell me that they've got a promotion and they have to take an exam for that. And when they share the syllabus, it's primarily aptitude, which includes data interpretation, maths, reasoning, right? Okay, I've sometimes got the request to help them out with the test also, right? So I'm telling you how aptitude is very important for all the tests that you're going to do, right? And what is aptitude? What does aptitude comprise of? Aptitude, see, why do they have maths in aptitude? And that too primarily you would say 6th to 10th class mathematics. Why do they have this maths? Because everyone has studied this. Everyone has studied this, right? English, which we also call verbal ability. What are the common areas in this? You have reading comprehension. You have been doing reading comprehension from your school days. You have grammar. Almost everyone completed their grammar back in class 10th, right? You have vocabulary, which you have developed over time, and you have some logic, English for a logic, para jumbles, para completion, things like that, right? That's a part of English. The third is reasoning. Third is reasoning. What all is there in reasoning? Reasoning has the mental ability topics like directions, coding, number series, letter series, things like that. Blood relations, yes. Okay. So you have plenty of things in reasoning also. I'm just talking about a few topics. Okay. For today's session, I'm not gonna discuss, obviously I won't be able to discuss everything in 2 hours. But what I have done is I've picked up some questions which we'll be solving together. But before that, I wanted to give you an overview of what the session is going to be about and why aptitude is important, right? And towards the end of the session, I'll give you some important tips also to improve your resume, to improve your chances of getting a job outside of your college also, right? I conduct professional workshops also. I started conducting professional workshops where I help out students with their resumes. I help out them with their LinkedIn profiles, right? Because that's very important nowadays, right? So we'll be talking about that at the end of the session, almost at the end of the session, right? Now, before I move for any further, let me conduct a puzzle with all of you. There's a puzzle that we'll all be doing. Okay. So what is the puzzle like? I would pick up a volunteer. I would not, but you one of the volunteers should help me out with this puzzle. Okay, later on. So there are 10 matchsticks which are placed on a table. We can say matchsticks. We can use coins. We can use chocolates. Anything. Okay. There are 10 coins placed on a table, and there are two players, A and B, where I would be A, you would be B. So what is the game like? We need to pick up the coins from the table on our respective turns. Turn wise, we need to pick up the coins. But we can pick up 1, 2 or 3 coins. Not more than that, not less than that, not more than that. तो 1 coin उठाना तो जरूरी है ही. Or maximum that you can pick up is 3 coins, right? Okay, so 1, 2 or 3 coins. Whosoever picks up the last coin, picks up the last one, will lose the game. That's what the game is about. There are 10 coins which are placed on a table. There are two players A and B, where I am A, you people are B. Turn wise, we need to pick up coins, but we can pick up 1, 2, or 3 coins only. Okay. Whosoever picks up the last one will lose the game. I hope you get this. I hope you understand this. Whosoever picks up the last one will lose the game. Understood? Okay. So, all of you are A. I told you, all of you are A. I am B. So, A will start the game. If you would want B to start the game, I'll start the game. But as of now, to start with, I would ask somebody to start. Okay. Tushar has already started. So, all of you, please stay tuned. I'll ask you people to volunteer one by one. Now, Tushar has volunteered. Right, so I'll go with Tushar as of now. So Tushar has picked up one matchstick. I'll also pick up one matchstick. Okay, the last one, whosoever picks up the last one will lose the game. Tushar, it's your turn. How many matchsticks would you pick up now? Okay, so Tushar has picked up two matchsticks now. Tushar has picked up two matchsticks. I will pick up one matchstick. Tushar, your turn now. One matchstick. Tushar has picked up one. Tushar, this is Anshul. This is me. Tushar has picked up one matchsticks. I'll pick up three matchsticks. Tushar, your turn. You obviously have to pick up one only. You obviously have to pick up one only. Correct. Correct. This is Tushar. So he has lost the game. Right. That's how the puzzle is going to be. Right. Okay, Sahaj has given me a clue, which I will not share with anyone else. I will not share with anyone else yet. But I would want a lot of people to participate in this and see how it goes. Okay, anybody else who wants to start the game, let me know. Yes, Chirag, you can definitely. Dipanshu, I will start with you. Let us just start with Chirag first. Okay, Chirag, how many would you pick up? Manraj, I'll come up with you also. Chirag has picked up one. Okay, I'll pick up two. Chirag, your turn again. Two. Chirag is probably aware of the logic going on. Okay, I'll pick up one. Chirag, it's your turn again. Okay, three. This is picked up by Chirag. So obviously there's one left. 1 plus 2, 3, 2, 5, 6, 3, 9. There's only one left that I'll have to pick up. So I've lost. I've lost to Chirag. Okay, great. Very good, Chirag. Anybody else? Anybody else who wants to do this? Manraj was doing it and Dipanshu was doing it. Dipanshu, yes. Yes, Dipanshu, please tell me. After that, I'll start with Manraj. Yes, Dipanshu, please tell me. Okay, one. I would also pick up one. Your turn now, Dipanshu. Three. Okay. A lot of people are aware of the logic, I see. It seems, right? Okay, I'll pick up one. Dipanshu, your turn. Two. I'll pick up one. Your turn again, Dipanshu. This was Dipanshu. This was Anshul. Dipanshu, Anshul, Dipanshu, Anshul. So there's one left, I believe. You count this 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to 8, 1, 9. It's Dipanshu's turn. He'll have to pick up one. So Dipanshu has lost. Okay. Yes, 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 Taran, that's the logic. Yes, you started getting to know the logic now. Okay, Manan had started. Manan kaun tha ye? Manraj had started. Manraj, let's continue with you and then I'll explain the logic. Manraj had written the first number. Okay, Manraj has picked up two. I'll pick up Manraj. I'll pick up three. It's your turn. Your turn, Manraj. Okay, Manraj has picked up one. I'll pick up three. Your turn, Manraj. मनराज कितने बचे हैं? मनराज एक ही बच्चा है, उठाना ही पड़ेगा, है ना मनराज? there's only one left, you'll have to pick it up. Yes, so one. So Manraj has lost again. I mean the second loss, consecutive loss. Dipanshu ke baad Manraj has lost. So the logic that a lot of people are saying, Redmi Note 5 Plus, first change your name. First change your name, Redmi Note 5. I would play with the real names. Okay, meanwhile Rohan had asked, requested. Rohan, we can start. Rohan. One. Rohan has said one. Rohan, I'll pick up one. Your turn. Rohan, it's your turn. 3. Okay, so I'm not entertaining anybody who joins now because I see a lot of people going out, going in, going out, going in again and again. So I will not be entertaining anybody now. Nobody would enter the class now. Okay, so Rohan has picked up 3. Rohan, I'll pick up 1. Yeah, Sahil. Acha, Redmi Note 5 is your name, right? Okay. Dipanshu, second chance. Dekhte hain. There's 75 people in the group already. Yes, Rohan, it's your turn now. Sudhanshul, Rohan, it's your turn. Rohan. So Rohan has picked up 3. I am left with 1 only, so I have lost. Okay, I have lost to Rohan. Very good, Rohan. Okay, Sahil, I'm giving you the last chance now. Sahil, after that, I'll reveal the logic. I cannot go on doing this the whole day, right? Yes, Sahil. Sahil has picked up 1. Okay, Sahil, I'll pick up 3. Your turn, Sahil. Sahil has picked up 2. I'll pick up 3. Your turn, Sahil. Sahil, बच्चे कितने हैं? एक ही बच्चा है, उठाना पड़ेगा. So Sahil has lost. Right, Sahil has lost. Now, a lot of people, some people had written the logic. I guess Sahaj had written the logic, then Asmita, then Taran. I remember these 3 people. If somebody else had written the logic, you can mention it here. So, these 3 people said that whosoever reaches 5 first will win the game. Whosoever reaches 5 first will win the game. Yes, Chirag also had mentioned. You have to get to number 5. Yes, correct. And the only way you can reach number 5, okay, why is it 5 only? I mean, if you understand the logic, then it could be done for any number, right? I'll increase the number of matrices and then we'll see. So Chirag, half of 10. Okay, we'll see. So Asmita and who else was there? Sahaj. You said 5. Why did you say 5 only? That whosoever reaches 5 will win the game. Is there any specific thing that went into this? There might be people who have attended one of my sessions in their college also earlier. I don't know, because I've conducted in the previous years. I've conducted a lot of sessions. First year people, second year people have attended my session. Is there anybody who's attended my session earlier also? This question, I generally do this question in my session, but rest of the questions are all different. I'm not going to do the same question today. Is there anybody else who has attended my session earlier? Any of my sessions earlier? In your college, obviously, not here. Okay, Chirag, you attended my session. Okay. Okay, Taran. Yes, that's correct, Taran. Have you attended my session? Sahaj has also attended my session. So I see. That's how you know the logic, right? Taran, have you attended my session? Taran, Asmita. That also gives me pleasure to learn that you still remember. Sahaj, Chirag, Asmita has also attended the session. Okay, only Taran has not attended my session. But that's good, Taran. You've got the logic otherwise. And I'm happy that you remember the logic that I shared with you at that time, right? So why was it 5? So if I had 10 maths, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 8 9 10. This is for the rest of the people who are not aware of the logic. Let me just share it with you. See, whosoever picks up the last matchstick is going to lose the game, right? Obviously you need to make sure that you need to pick up this matchstick. You need to make sure that you pick up this matchstick. To make sure that you pick up this matchstick, obviously you cannot pick up this matchstick, because if you pick up the 8th one, you would lose the game. Why? Because if you pick up the 8th one, your opponent will pick up the 9th one. Okay. Again, if you pick up the 7th one, your opponent will pick up 2 matchsticks and you'll still lose the game. Right. Again, if you pick up 6th one, your opponent can pick up 3 and you'll still lose the game. So 6 is also something which you cannot pick up as your last matchstick. Okay. 5th, अभी 5th देखते हैं. If you pick up 5th one, अगर 5th उठाते हो तो तुम्हारा opponent क्या कर सकता है? What can your opponent do? Your opponent can pick up 6th matchstick, then you'll pick up 3 and you'll win the game, right? Your opponent can pick up 6th and 7th matchstick, 6th and 7th matchstick, and you can pick up 2 and you'll win the game. Your opponent can pick up 6th, 7th, and 8th, 3 matchsticks, 6th, 7th, 8th. Then you'll pick up 9th and you'll win the game. So any which way, if you're reaching 5, you're definitely winning the game. That's why 5 was the required number, right? Now, but to reach 5, it's important that we look at the numbers ahead. If you pick up 4th one, if you pick up the 4th one, you will not be able to reach the 5th one. Why? Because if you pick up 4th one, your opponent will pick up 5th one. Okay. Similarly, if you pick up 3rd one, your opponent will pick up 2 and you lose the game. If you pick up 2nd one, your opponent will pick up 3, 4, 5 and you'll lose the game again. So the only choice that you have is picking up first. So you might have observed that all those people who picked up the first matchstick earlier have only won the game, right? Anybody who started with 2 or 3 or 4 has lost the game, right? So what was important here? It was the backwards approach, that you go backwards instead of going forward. The second thing important here was that you do it repeatedly. Once you start seeing it happening again and again, you start learning it. And that's the thing with entire aptitude. You do it regularly, you'll start learning it, right? That's how we do it. Understood? Now, I hope all of you have understood this particular puzzle. Now I'm going to start with some questions. I've picked up some maths and some basic reasoning questions that I'll be doing with all of you. If you're okay with this, if you've understood this, we can move on to that section now. Okay, have you all understood? If there's any doubt, just write down D. If everything is clear, just write down C. D for doubt, C for clear. Just keep putting the code instead of writing yes. Right. I've almost got all the C's. We can move ahead to the next set of questions, right? Great. Not clear. What is your name? Please change your name first. 83E1F422. What's your name? Please come up with your correct name. Shivam. Shivam, I had explained it from the last matchstick. See, I said if you pick up the 10th matchstick, obviously you're going to lose the game. Shivam, what are you not clear of? Are you aware of the question first? Do you know what the question is? Were you there from the beginning of the session? Were you there from the beginning of the session? Okay, then probably you would not understand this. So I would request Shivam, I would be recording this session and I'll be putting it on my YouTube channel. Okay, it'll be open for everyone. You can see it there. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next set of questions, guys. Channel name is by the name of AptiGuide, right? AptiGuide. It's by the name of AptiGuide. You can subscribe to my channel. I am creating a question series, CAT question series that I'll be putting in days to come, right? Okay, let me start with the next set of questions that we have that I've kept for you people. Okay, here's a question for all of you. Here's a question for all of you. The average age of a family of 5 members is 21. If the youngest member the family is just 5 years old, what was the average age of family just before the birth of the youngest one? Okay, can anybody give me the answer? The average age of a family of 5 members is 21. If the youngest member is just 5 years old, what was the average age of family just before the birth of the youngest one? Anybody who can answer this question? Let me just lock the meeting now. Okay, I'm getting a lot of answers. 25. Manpreet जी आपका कैमरा अपने आप ऑन हो रहा है ना? Let's try to keep it closed. Okay, I've got answers from Sahil, Dipanshu, Sahil again. Nikhil Manhas, Dipanshu. I believe there are two Sahils. Gaurang, Tulip, Basvi, Rahul, Rhythm. But only Rhythm has given the correct answer as of now. Galaxy A440, please change your name. It would be more convenient that way. Okay, Amandeep, Rohan, wrong answers. 382771, wrong answer. Chirag, that's correct answer. Shivani, that's wrong answer. So a lot of people have answered 25. Sorry. A lot of people have answered 25. Some people have written 27.5. Some people have written 24, 6, 20. मनप्रीत जी मेरे से कोई बात करनी है आपने? हाय मनप्रीत. That's correct. Sahaj, Shivam, Asmita, and Shivani. That's correct. Okay, so these are the answers that I've got from people. Let's consider these to be our options. Okay, that's how the options are designed. That's how the options are designed. When I take a test or a quiz with one set of people, I give them the questions without any options. Okay, once they come up with their answers, I put all those answers as options. Okay, because they're the same kind of mistakes that a lot of people would be doing. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the correct answer. When I say the average age of family of 5 members is 21, how do we write out the average? मनप्रीत लेट ज्वाइन किया है, कोई नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन नया ही है. ये क्वेश्चन नया ही है. पहले जो बातें हुई हैं उसको भूल जाओ. ठीक है, जो बातें पहले हुई हैं भूल जाओ, उसको मिट्टी डालो उस पर. जो भी शुरू हुआ है उसको देखो. ये वाला क्वेश्चन ध्यान से देखो. राइट मनप्रीत, ये वाला क्वेश्चन ध्यान से देखना. ओके, सो यू हैव 5 पीपल. 5 लोग हैं तुम्हारे पास. उनका एवरेज एज है 21. राइट, तो 5 लोग 1 2 3 4 5 उनकी एज ऐड करी. ये ABCD उनकी एज है, डिवाइडेड बाय 5 करा, एंड वी गेट 21 एज द एवरेज एज. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. 21 is the average age, right? Now if you look at the, if you cross multiply this, you would get their total age. The total age is 21 into 5, which is 105. Understood? Which is 105. 105. Right. When I say the youngest member of the family is just 5 years old, मान लो कि ये E जो है ये 5 years old है. ठीक है ना? तो what was the average age of family just before the birth of the youngest one? तो अगर youngest one 5 साल पहले पैदा हुआ था, तो 5 साल पहले एवरेज एज पूछ रहा हूँ मैं फैमिली की. 5 साल पहले एवरेज एज क्या थी? नाउ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट पीपल फॉरगेट हियर, अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव डन दिस, कि 105 अभी एज है, उसमें से 5 साल कम कर दिए बड़े लोगों ने, इसको 100 बना दिया और बोला कि 4 लोग रह गए हैं, सो 100 डिवाइडेड बाय 4, ये आ गया तुम्हारा 25. बट दिस इज रॉन्ग आंसर. This is wrong answer. Can somebody tell me why is it wrong answer? Can somebody tell me why is it wrong answer? Okay, Dipanshu, keep going on. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They have asked the average age of family just before the birth of the youngest one. मतलब 5 साल पीछे जाने को बोल रहे हैं. They are not asking what is the average age of family without the youngest one. Without the youngest one नहीं बोला है. Before the birth of the youngest one बोला है. तो अगर 5 साल पहले की बात करें तो ए की एज भी 5 साल छोटी थी, बी की एज भी 5 साल छोटी थी, सी की भी 5 साल छोटी थी, डी की भी 5 साल छोटी थी, और खैर ई की तो 5 साल छोटी थी ही. ई तो जीरो ही हो गया, ठीक है ना. बट ये जो 5 लोग हैं इनकी सबकी 5-5 साल एज कम होएगी. तो 105 में से मुझे सिर्फ 5 माइनस नहीं करना है, मेरे को 25 माइनस करना है. Why do I need to reduce 25? Because 5 people, 5 years each. 5 into 5, 25. So we get 80. अब ये 80 आया क्या है मेरे पास? What is this 80? This is the total age of 4 people before the birth of the youngest one. Okay? 80. अभी 4 लोग हैं तो 80 divided by 4, it should be 20, right? So the average age comes out to be 20 and not 25. Yes, question is about 5 years ago from now. Yes, correct. So 20 years is the correct answer. मनप्रीत समझ आना शुरू हो गया. Okay. Has everyone understood this question? Have you understood this question? This is very important in the average question. You see whether they are removing somebody, or are they going back or going forward, right? That's what is very important, right? I can give you one more question like this. खैर थोड़ा डिफरेंट करके दे सकता हूँ तुम्हें एक क्वेश्चन और करते हैं, थोड़ा सा सिमिलर सा क्वेश्चन. लेट मी जस्ट रिमूव ऑल ऑफ दिस. Okay, let me give you another question on this similar question. अभी क्वेश्चन है, the question now is in a class. अच्छा ये तो गया ही नहीं. Let me introduce a white screen. Okay, another question is that there are 10 people in a class, 10 students in a class. Their average is, let's say, 50. If teacher's weight is also included, the average increases by 1. What are you not seeing, Manpreet? Can you see my screen, guys, all of you? Are you seeing the question that I'm writing? Question दिख रहा है सबको? जो मैं लिख रहा हूँ अभी दिख रहा है सबको? Okay, great. If teacher's weight is also included, the average of entire class increases by 1. Increases by 1. What is the weight of teacher? Do it. Very easy question. This is very easy question. I've already got an answer from Sahil. Very good, Amandeep. इसका आंसर सबका ठीक आएगा. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये देने का पर्पस सिर्फ आंसर लेना नहीं है. मेरा पर्पस जस्ट टू टेल यू हाउ कैन दिस बी सॉल्व्ड विदाउट राइटिंग द इक्वेशन. Okay, keep writing the answers. Very good. Very good. ऋतिक रॉन्ग आंसर. रेस्ट इतने लोगों ने भी अब तक आंसर दिया है. इट्स ऑल करेक्ट. रिदम करेक्ट आंसर. मनप्रीत रॉन्ग. पारुल रॉन्ग. रिदम करेक्ट आंसर. ट्यूलिप रॉन्ग. राजा रॉन्ग. दीपांशु रॉन्ग. मनप्रीत रॉन्ग. शिवम. ओके शिवम, शिवम तुम्हारा आंसर कहाँ गया, ऊपर चला गया कहीं। दैट्स व्हाई आई वांट यू टू चेंज योर नेम नो। अभी मैं ऐसे आंसर नहीं दे सकता ना कि भाई किसी ने लिखा है कि अपना नाम नहीं लिखा है, तो आई वोंट बी एबल टू टेल यू नो। एनोनिमस, एनोनिमस हर्ज क्या है अपना नाम दिखाने में, कोई प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी है, राइट। I'll be able to address you people easily. Okay, right. So the answer is 61. A lot of people have given the answer. The answer is 61. The correct answer is 61. और सबसे मेजॉरिटी लोगों ने इक्वेशन बनाया होगा कि 10 लोगों की एवरेज एज 50 है तो टोटल हो गई 500, है ना। 10 लोगों की एवरेज 50 है तो टोटल हो गई 500 प्लस टीचर्स एज, ये 10 प्लस 1 11 लोग हो गए, डिवाइडेड बाय 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 11 करेंगे, एवरेज एज बन जाएगी तुम्हारे पास 51, राइट। दिस इज व्हाट यू गेट, यू सॉल्व दिस टू गेट टीचर्स एज, हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा। यू क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई दिस, 51 इंटू 11 करेंगे। लेट मी टेल यू अ शॉर्टकट फॉर मल्टीप्लाइंग 51 विद 11 ऑल्सो। 51 को 11 से मल्टीप्लाई करना बहुत ईजी है। जस्ट पुट 5 ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, 1 ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, दोनों का सम 5 + 1 6 इन द सेंटर, सो यू गेट 561। ओके, सो यू हैव 561। सो 500 प्लस ये इसी इक्वेशन को आगे लिख रहा हूँ मैं, प्लस टीचर की एज इज इक्वल टू 561, टीचर की एज आ गई 61। ओके, दैट्स अ सिंपल इक्वेशन दैट वी यूज। But if you have to solve it without the equation, let me tell you, when you introduce teacher's weight, अभी टीचर के आने से सबका वेट 1 किलो से बढ़ गया। अगर टीचर 50 kg का ही होता तो सबकी एवरेज सेम रहती, राइट। टीचर 50 का ही होता, सबकी एवरेज सेम रहती, लेकिन टीचर सब लोगों का 1 किलो एक्स्ट्रा लेके आया खुद। तो कितने लोगों का एक एक्स्ट्रा लेके आया टीचर, कितने लोगों का टोटल, कितने लोगों का टीचर एक एक्स्ट्रा लेके आया, 11 लोगों का, यस, इंक्लूडिंग हिमसेल्फ, 11 पीपल। टीचर अपना एक एक्स्ट्रा लेके आया और बाकी के 10 स्टूडेंट्स, 11 लोगों का एक एक्स्ट्रा लेके आया। तो टीचर के पास 50 प्लस 11 एक्स्ट्रा था, सो ही हैड 61 टोटल, राइट। टोटल 61 था टीचर के पास, राइट। तभी गलत हुआ दीपांशु, टीचर को कंसिडर नहीं किया होगा तुमने। Have you guys understood this? So this is another shortcut kind of a thing that you can do without even writing your equation, okay? So everything that you do in quantitative aptitude has some or the other shortcuts, okay? And कुछ जुगाड़ मेथड भी होते हैं जिससे हम क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करते हैं। I'll just show you one जुगाड़ क्वेश्चन, अभी यहाँ पे मैंने डाला नहीं है, but I'll add it up at the in the screen। एपीजीपी का क्वेश्चन था, मैं लास्ट में करवाता हूँ, बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, उसको हमने जुगाड़ से किया था, बहुत जल्दी क्विकली कर दिया था क्वेश्चन को, राइट। पर चलो फर्स्ट मूव ऑन टू दिस क्वेश्चन। इफ आई फॉरगेट प्लीज रिमाइंड मी दैट एट द एंड हमने एक एपीजीपी वाला क्वेश्चन भी करना है जो शॉर्टकट से किया हुआ है, एपी वाला क्वेश्चन है। ओके, सो यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, solve this question and giving you 2 minutes to solve this question. Let's see who comes up with the answer. Please try this question. Anybody who has come up with the answer? Hello? जी रिश्का, जी रिश्का। टाइम कितना बजेगा था तुम्हारा? अच्छा, ये कल भी ना उसमें प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था कई बच्चों को, तो ये रिपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा तुम्हें ऑन द वहाँ पे। हाँ, कॉल कर दो उनकी हेल्पलाइन पे कि तुम्हारा शुरू करते ही टेस्ट ओवर आ रहा है, ठीक है ना। ओके, Okay, I've got answers from 3 people. Bhavna, Sahaj, Tulip. Bhavna and Sahaj has given the correct answer. Tulip has almost given the correct answer, but in reverse. Mayank Mishra, wrong answer. Now, this is a question of weighted average. Let me show you how to go ahead with this. If you're still solving it, just let me know. Just ask me, let me wait for 1 minute. I'll wait for 1 minute. No, Dipanshu, that's wrong answer. Sahil, that's correct answer. If you guys are still doing it, just write on 1. 1 means 1 minute. I'll wait for 1 minute. Shivani, wrong answer. Ulta answer hai. Ratio is ulta. Okay, I'm waiting for 1 minute. Okay, solve it. Shivani Tyagi, that's correct answer now. Rhythm, that's correct answer. Okay, Manpreet, do it. 1 minute चल रहा है अभी. Still going on. That's correct, Rahul. Yeah, I've logged the meeting. That's why she's probably not able to join. Let me just unlock the meeting once. She can join now. Ask her to join now. Hello. Okay, I'm locking the meeting again. If somebody gets logged out in between और वापस join करना हो, ask one of your friends to send me a message, and then I'll let you enter the class and ask them to mention your name also. Because people joining in between would be very difficult for me to take them forward side by side here. Okay, let's solve this question. The answer is 5:3. People have written 5:3. That's the correct answer. See, the standard method of solving this would be 12 रुपीज वाली वैरायटी है, उसका कुछ किलो ले लिया, मेरे को नहीं पता कितना, लेट्स से x kg लिया है, प्लस एक 20 रुपीज वाली वैरायटी है, उसका कुछ y kg लिया, राइट. ये टोटल कॉस्ट आ गया. अभी एवरेज प्राइस कैसे निकलता है? टोटल कॉस्ट divided by total quantity. Total quantity is x plus y, right? X plus y. It gives me 15 average price. Once we solve this, we'll get the answer. So solving this, we get 12x plus 20y is equal to 15x plus 15y. Take x's on the same side. 15x minus 12x हो जाएगा यहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे 20y minus 15y हो जाएगा. So 5y is equal to 3x, or x by y is equal to 5 by 3. This is the final ratio that we get, right? This is the standard way of doing it. But I'll tell you a shortcut also, which is called alligation. We'll discuss that shortcut also. But I hope you've understood this. Have you guys understood this? If it is clear, just write down C. If there's a doubt, just put D. Great. Okay, let's move on to the shortcut part. We don't need to use the LCM. LCM वाला approach भी लंबा ही है. Sahil, we can use that also, but that's also lengthy. An easy approach would be allegation approach. क्या करेंगे? जो दो prices है ना, 12 और 20, उनको ऐसे लिख दो left and right. 12 on the left, 20 on the right. कम वाला left, ज़्यादा वाला right. एक order fix रखना है हमने. ऐसा हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं है कि वो लेफ्ट और राइट पे ही जाएगा, लेकिन हम अपनी तरफ से फिक्स रखेंगे क्योंकि हमें आगे कंफ्यूजन ना हो कभी भी. तो 12 ऑन द लेफ्ट, 20 ऑन द राइट. एवरेज क्या है तुम्हारा? 15 प्राइस एवरेज है ना, 15 बीच में डाल दो, बस सिंपल. व्हाट इज 20 माइनस 15? 20 माइनस 15, yes 5, and 15 minus 12, 3, yes. So you've got the ratio final, you've got the final ratio. 5:3 is the final ratio, right? That's called rule of allegation. That's called rule of allegation. Okay. What's the name, Manpreet? What's the name? Okay, so that's the ratio. I hope you guys have understood this. Ask her to join. नहीं पारुल, देखो आंसर ऑपोजिट नहीं लिखेंगे. कैसे? इधर देखो कि ऊपर 12 रुपीज वाली वैरायटी पहले दी है उसने, फिर 20 वाली वैरायटी दी है, तो उसी ऑर्डर में आंसर लिखो. ठीक है ना? इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यू राइट इट दैट वे. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड पारुल? Is it clear, Parul? Okay. Have you guys understood this shortcut? If you understood and like this shortcut also, लगा कि quickly help करेगा. Okay, Sakshi, I'll explain it again. You put the lower cost on the left hand side, you put the higher cost on the right hand side, and you put the average cost at the center. 20 minus 15 gives you 5. 15 minus 12, देखो 20 minus 15 करा मैंने, gives you 5. 15 minus 12 gives you 3. So this is the final ratio. I hope it is clear now, Sakshi. Sakshi Kashyap, is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? If it is clear and you guys like this approach and you feel that it will be helpful, just write down boom here. Boom. 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 Okay. Great. Boom. Okay, right. Great. Chalo. And this approach is not only for the average based questions. This can be applied to a lot of time speed distance based questions. It can be there in simple interest questions, profit loss questions. Let me show you one of the questions where I can use this approach. I'm giving you a simple interest compound interest question where you can use this approach. This is a question. You can try solving this. जबरदस्ती से ये अप्रोच लगाने की कोशिश मत करना. You apply your own approach and tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. जबरदस्ती से अप्रोच अगर नहीं लग रही तो मत लगाना. I'll tell you how to apply this approach, but जैसे भी हो रहा है करो and tell me the answer. Okay, this is simple interest. Okay, I have not mentioned it, but let me just write it here. We're talking about simple interest. Simple interest. I'll just get my water bottle. Meanwhile, you solve this question. Okay. Okay, I've got the answer from Tulip. That's wrong. My question is, what amount did he keep at 5%? What amount did he keep at 10%? That's what you need to calculate. Only Gaurang has given an answer which is correct. Gaurang's answer is correct. No, Parul, that's wrong answer. टोटल देखो 10,000 है ना, टोटल तुम्हारा 10,000 ही बनना चाहिए तुम्हारा. The total amount that you have should be 10,000 only. Cool one dual 3,500 और 7,500 मिलके 11,000 हो गया. Total should be 10,000, no? That's correct, Vasvi. That's correct. 83 EF Shivam, that's wrong. Tulip, that's wrong. Okay, guys, I'll solve this question now. A lot of people solve it this way कि 10,000 है तो 10,000 में से सपोज x था, सॉरी 10,000 में से सपोज x था जो 5,000 पे रखा था. 10,000 में से x था जो 5,000 सॉरी 5% पे रखा था. ये कौन भी ज्वाइन कर रहा है? Okay, a lot of people still joining in. Let me just erase this. Okay, 5% पे रखा था x और y रखा था 10% पे. Let's say we are doing this. Okay, a lot of people might have done it this way, जहाँ पे मुझे पता है x और y आपस में x plus y मिलके 10,000 बनाएंगे. X plus y should give us 10,000. Very good, Ritik. That's correct answer. Mayank, that's wrong answer. दोनों मिलके तो बना ही नहीं total 10,000, right? Mayank. अच्छा, तो x रखा 5% पे for 1 year, y रखा 10% पे for 1 year, and total interest is 700, right? That's what we have, 700. इसको solve करेंगे. We can, एक equation है मेरे पास x plus y 10,000, एक equation ये है. I should get the answer this way, right? But this is quite a lengthy approach. I told you, no, allegation. We've just solved allegation. Allegation से कर सकते हैं इसको. इसको करना है ऐसे भी कर सकते हो, not a problem. 100 common लो. 5x plus 10y is equal to 7,000 into 100. Sorry, 700 into 100. You can solve it this way. Okay, Mayank, your answer is right now. Okay. 5x plus 10y is equal to 700 into 100. So दो इक्वेशन आ गई तुम्हारे पास. 5x plus 10y is equal to 70,000 and x plus y is 10,000. You can solve this. तुम्हें पता solve करना आता है. इसको तुम multiply कर सकते हो 5 से, and then you can solve the answer, है ना? Solve कर सकते हो इसको. बड़ा easy है solve करना इसको, right? You'll get the value of y as 4,000 solving this and x as 6,000. But let me solve it without using these equations. And let me make it easy for you. अभी हमने allegation पढ़ा है ना सबने. Let me use allegation here. See, 5% पे तुमने एक पार्ट रखा, 10% पे एक पार्ट रखा. Total return is 700 rupees. 700 10,000 का कितना परसेंटेज है? Can somebody tell me? 700 10,000 का कितना परसेंटेज है? 700 10,000 का कितना परसेंटेज है? 7%, राइट? देखो 5% पे रखा, कुछ पार्ट 10% पे. इफेक्टिवली तुम्हारे पास 7% आया, राइट? इफेक्टिवली यू हैव 7%. लुक एट द रेशियो. 10 minus 7 कितना आएगा? 3. 7 minus 5 कितना आएगा? 2. इसका मतलब 3:2 की रेशियो में डिवाइड कर दो टोटल अमाउंट को. 10,000 को 3:2 की रेशियो में डिवाइड कर दो. कितना आएगा बताओ? व्हाट विल यू गेट? 3:2 कैसे डिवाइड करते हैं? 10,000 into 3/5, 10,000 into 2/5. So ये आ गया 6,000. This comes out to be 4,000, right? This 6,000, 4,000. So we get the answer. So you get the answer. Is it clear? Yes, Sonakshi, you've raised the hand. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt, Sonakshi? You've raised the hand. सबको समझ आया ये एलिगेशन यूज किया हमने अभी? ठीक है? Is it clear? If it is clear, just put a C here. Allegation, and you see how quick it is. How quick it is, right? Shivam, I am saying that you put 5% on the left hand side, you put 10% on the right hand side, क्योंकि 5% और 10% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे रखा है ना. ओवरऑल तुम्हें 700 रुपीज मिला है 10,000 का, तो वो कितना परसेंटेज हुआ? 700 is what percentage of 10,000? 700 is what percentage of 10,000? It's 7%. So I have kept the 7% at the center. Okay. अभी हमने आगे क्या किया? 10 minus 7 we get 3, 7 minus 5 we get 2, 3:2. तो जो प्रिंसिपल 10,000 का है वो 3:2 की रेशो में हमने 5% और 7% 10% पे रखा है. 3:2 की रेशो में. तो 10,000 का 3:2 डिवाइड कर लो, ये 6,000 बन जाएगा और ये 4,000 बन जाएगा. 3:2 में डिवाइड करना तो आता है ना. इसको 3x ले लो, इसको 2x ले लो, टोटल को 10,000 कर दो. 3x plus 2x is 10,000. 5x, so 5x is 10,000. x is 2,000. So 3 into 2,000 6,000 हो जाएगा. 2 into 3,000, sorry, 2 into 2,000 4,000 हो जाएगा. You'll get the answer that way. Is it clear now, Rohan and Shivam? Allegation use किया हमने इसमें. Is it clear now to everyone? Just write on a C if it is clear. Okay, great. ठीक है. तो मैं तुम्हें यही बता रहा था, इट्स नॉट ओनली यूज्ड इन एवरेज क्वेश्चंस, इंटरेस्ट वाले क्वेश्चन, प्रॉफिट लॉस वाले क्वेश्चन. इनफैक्ट प्रॉफिट लॉस वाले क्वेश्चन में कैसे हो सकता है यूज? लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. तो ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ जाए कि मेरे पास कुछ 100 आइटम्स का स्टॉक है. आई सोल्ड सम ऑफ इट एट 10% प्रॉफिट, सम ऑफ इट एट 50% प्रॉफिट, और ओवरऑल मेरे को 20% का प्रॉफिट हुआ. तो बताओ कितना स्टॉक किस पे बेचा? सेम 10 50 पुट 20 हियर, 50 minus 20 you get 30, 20 minus 10 you get 10. 3:1 की रेशो हुई. 100 को 3:1 की रेशो में डिवाइड करोगे तो 75 पीस इस पे बेचे, 25 पीस इस पे बेचे. सिंपल, वी गेट द आंसर quite easily, quite quickly. Do you guys understand this? Is this shortcut clear to all of you? Great. Let's move on to our next question then. ये भी उसी का क्वेश्चन है, उसी का क्वेश्चन है. इसमें मैं तुम्हें एक चीज और बताऊंगा, पहले एक बार ट्राई कर लो क्वेश्चन. इसमें एक चीज और बताऊंगा, पहले एक बार क्वेश्चन ट्राई कर लो. Tell me the answer quickly. I have got the answer from a lot of people. The answer 21, that's correct. अब इसको कैसे करना है देखो, शॉर्ट अगर एलिगेशन से करना हो, 18 ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, 23 ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, बीच में क्या आएगा मेरे को नहीं पता, और इनकी रेशियो है 2:3। अगर इन दोनों का डिफरेंस विच इज 5 इज इक्वल टू इन दोनों का सम 5, तो सीधा सीधा आंसर है ये 23 माइनस एक्स करने पे 2 आना चाहिए। तो x सॉरी 23 माइनस एक्स शुड बी 2। x कितना होगा फिर 21 आ गया अपने आप। यू गेट द आंसर। ओके, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस शॉर्टकट? अगर ये दोनों सेम है, इनका डिफरेंस और नीचे का सम, तो डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएगा, राइट? आई डोंट नीड टू डू एनीथिंग एल्स। Is it clear to all of you? या फिर अदरवाइज करना हो तो 18 इंटू 2 होगा प्लस 23 इंटू 3 होगा डिवाइडेड बाय 2 प्लस 3। थोड़ा लंबा है, कैलकुलेशन करनी पड़ेगी, ये भी कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ, ऐड कर रहा हूँ, डिवाइड कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना? 18 इंटू 2 36 हो गया, प्लस 23 इंटू 3 69 हो गया, और ये हो गया 105 डिवाइडेड बाय 5, 21 आंसर आ रहा है। बट ऐसे कितना क्विकली आ रहा है, राइट? वी कैन यूज द शॉर्टकट हियर, राइट? सो ये एलिगेशन हम बार बार यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट? ओके, जस्ट राइट डाउन अ सी इफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस क्वेश्चन। गुड, वेरी गुड। लेट्स लुक एट ओके, इसको स्किप करते हैं। ओके, this question, what is the angle between two hands of a clock at 3:45? It's a reasoning question. If anybody knows the answer, please tell me what would be the answer. 3:45 पे एंगल बिटवीन द हैंड्स क्या होगा? ओके ऋतिक, दैट्स रॉन्ग आंसर। गौरांग, दैट्स रॉन्ग आंसर। चिराग, निष्ठा, फटाफट से आंसर आ रहे हैं, बट सबका एक ही आंसर आ रहा है, सबका गलत आंसर आ रहा है। ट्यूलिप, रॉन्ग आंसर। 3:45 देखो पहले, इमेजिन करो दिखता कैसा है। है ना, ऐसा ही क्लॉक होता है। तो 3:45 तुम सोच रहे हो 180 डिग्री जो बोल रहे हो कि 3:45 शायद ऐसे बचता है ना? ऐसे 3:45 थोड़ी होता है, ये तो 2:45 के आसपास है। 3:45 कैसे बजेगा? लेट मी शो यू। यस सहज, दैट्स करेक्ट आंसर। 3:45 ऐसे बजेगा, अप्रोक्सीमेटली ऐसे बजेगा। ये एंगल पता करना है। डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? ऐसे नहीं बजेगा, ये उससे कुछ आगे चला गया है। इफ आई एम एबल टू फिगर आउट दिस एंगल, देन आई कैन फिगर आउट दिस एंगल। टोटल तो 180 ही है, बट इफ आई एम एबल टू फिगर आउट दिस एंगल, आई विल बी एबल टू फिगर आउट दिस एंगल। ये एंगल कितना है? अगर तुम आर हैंड की मूवमेंट देखो, आर हैंड 1 घंटे में 60 मिनट्स में 1 से 2 जाता है सिर्फ, 2 से 3 आता है सिर्फ, 60 मिनट में 30 डिग्री चलता है, तो 1 मिनट में चलेगा 30/60, दैट्स हाफ डिग्री। आई होप यू गाइज अंडरस्टैंड दिस। 60 मिनट्स में 30 डिग्री चलेगा, मतलब 1 मिनट में चलेगा हाफ डिग्री। अगर 1 मिनट में हाफ डिग्री चलेगा तो 3 से 3:45 तक जाने में 45 मिनट चला है ना? अगर 1 मिनट में करता है हाफ डिग्री, 45 मिनट में करेगा 45 का हाफ, which is 22.5 degrees. This angle is 22.5 degrees. So this angle is 180 minus 22.5 degrees. That should give you the correct answer now. काफी लोगों ने अभी तक आंसर ऑलरेडी दिया है, but now you should get the correct answer. It's 157.5. That's the correct answer. Is it clear? 157. I'll give you a shortcut also. ये क्वेश्चन देने का मेरा पर्पज ये है कि आई गिव यू अ शॉर्टकट फॉर दिस। डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? तो ये सब करना थोड़ा लेंथी प्रोसेस है। अ शॉर्टकट इज, देयर इज अ फार्मूला, जस्ट राइट डाउन दैट फार्मूला। 60h minus 11m/2 is equal to angle 60h minus 11m/2 is equal to the angle। h की वैल्यू लिखो, m की वैल्यू लिखो, तुम्हें एंगल नहीं मिल जाएगा। h की वैल्यू, r की वैल्यू 3 है, m की वैल्यू 45 है। यू कैन सॉल्व दिस। So 60 into 3 minus 11 into 45 divided by 2. 16 to 3 हो गया 180 माइनस, तुम्हें मैंने अभी सिखाया था 11 into 45 कैसे करना है. किसी को भी 11 से मल्टीप्लाई करना, हाउ डू वी डू इट? पुट 4 ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, 5 ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड. इन दोनों का सम क्या है? 9. 495 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 करोगे, यू शुड गेट द आंसर. ये माइनस 315 बाय 2 है, विच इज माइनस 157.5. इग्नोर द माइनस, माइनस से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, इग्नोर कर दो माइनस माइनस पार्ट. She'll get the answer. Yes, that's correct. Mayank Vasvi. Okay. Have you understood the answer? Have you understood the shortcut? Is it clear to all of you? Just put a C and put a boom if you liked it. If you like the shortcut, just put a boom. Great. Very good. Just remember this formula. This formula is going to work out everywhere in clock questions. Okay. चलो अभी एक क्वेश्चन और करते हैं. लेट मी डू द लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे. उसके बाद फिर थोड़ी बातें करनी है तुमसे. बातें करते हैं, ये करते हैं क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ ट्रिग्नोमेट्री हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंस बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. एक एपी वाला बचा है. आई विल डू इट, नो प्रॉब्लम. अ मैन इज स्टैंडिंग ऑन द डेक ऑफ अ शिप व्हिच इज 10 meters above water level. He observes the angle of elevation of the top of a lighthouse at 60 degree and the angle of depression of the base of the lighthouse as 30 degree. Find the height of the lighthouse. Okay, you can try solving this question first. Heights and distance का question है. Okay, was Ujjwal Sikka earlier there in the class? Ujjwal Sikka, did he get locked out of the class? Okay, Rhythm, that's correct answer. Very good. Shivam, that's wrong answer. That's correct. Shivam, now it's correct. Rhythm, that's correct. Mayank, that's correct. No, Dikshant, that's wrong answer. Okay, I'll solve the question now. गौरांग का और शिवम का आंसर गलत है. दीक्षांत का आंसर गलत है. निष्ठा करेक्ट, सहज करेक्ट, अस्मिता करेक्ट, मुस्कान करेक्ट. Okay, let me just make the diagram for you first. This is deck of a ship. They're saying deck of a ship. So let's say this is the deck of a ship. Okay. Yes, Shivani, that's correct answer. Just a second, guys. I have got an important call. Just a second. Okay, so let's continue this. This is the deck. Yes, people who mentioned 40 meter, that's the correct answer. This is the correct answer. अच्छा देखो इसमें मैं तुम्हें शॉर्टकट बताऊंगा क्या है शॉर्टकट. Okay, the battery is running low. Let me put on the charger, please. Okay, so this is the deck of the card, deck of the ship, right? It's 10 meters above water level. 10 मीटर ऑलरेडी ऊपर है ये. He observes the angle of elevation to the top of the lighthouse. ये lighthouse चल रहा है ऐसा. वो इसका एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन देख रहा है कितना आ रहा है 60 डिग्री. और एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन टू द बेस ऑफ द लाइट हाउस इज 30 डिग्रीज. और तुम्हें बताना है कि ये लाइट हाउस की लेंथ कितनी है, राइट? अब इसमें कोई साइन कॉस टैन कुछ यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. सिर्फ एक कुछ रेशोज याद रखो कि 30 60 90 एंगल्स के लिए रेशो हमेशा 30 के सामने वाली साइड अगर 1 है, 60 के सामने वाली साइड √3 होगी, 90 के सामने वाली साइड 2 होगी. दैट्स इट, दैट्स व्हाट यू रिमेंबर. ओके, अगर इतना याद रख लोगे तो सारे क्वेश्चन हो जाएंगे. क्योंकि एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन डिप्रेशन या तो ये होते हैं 30 60 90, 30 60 दिखते हैं, या 45 45 दिखता है. In case 45 45 90 is there, in case, just a second please. ये क्या हुआ? Just a second guys, I guess I'm not able to figure out pen वाला part कहाँ गया. Okay, so this was a deck again. ये क्यों नहीं बन रहा है? Just a second please. Okay guys, there's a problem with that slide. I don't know what the problem is, but let me draw it here. If this is the deck, 10 meters उसके नीचे पानी है, यहाँ पानी होगा, राइट? यहाँ पानी है. लाइट हाउस का बेस ये हो गया और लाइट हाउस का टॉप ये हो गया, राइट? दिस इज 10 meters. दिस एंगल is 60. दिस एंगल is 30. तो मैंने तुम्हें बताया कि रेशो याद रखो 30 60 90. 30 के सामने वाली साइड अगर 1 है, 60 के सामने वाली साइड वुड बी √3, 90 के सामने it's 2. 45 45 90, अगर 45 के सामने 1 है तो दूसरे 45 के सामने भी 1 होगा, 90 के सामने √2. जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस. अब देखो ये 30 के सामने 10 मीटर है, ये 60 हुआ ना. अगर 30 के सामने 10 है, 60 के सामने ये कितनी होगी, ये साइड कितनी होगी? व्हाट इज दिस साइड? 10 into √3 बोल सकते हैं इसको. कैन आई से 10 into √3? अगर ये साइड 1 है तो ये √3 होती है. अगर ये 10 है तो 10 into √3 होगी. डू यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड दिस? दिस इज गोइंग टू बी 10 √3. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? ठीक है. अभी 30 के सामने है ना, ये 30 के सामने 10 √3 है, 60 के सामने क्या होगा? 10 √3 into √3. 10 √3 into √3. What do we get here for this side? 10 into √3 into √3 कितना हो गया? 10 into 3 हो गया. Yes, 30 हो गया ये. So this is 10, this is 30. पूरा लाइट हाउस की लेंथ कितनी आ गई? 40 meters. That's gonna be my answer. So the length of this complete lighthouse is 40 meters, and that's my correct answer. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you? समझ आया? सिर्फ एक रेशो काम कर रही है. आई डोंट नीड टू यूज दैट साइन कॉस टैन, कुछ यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है ना। मेरे को साइन कॉस्ट एंगल वो याद भी रखने पड़ेंगे, उनके एंगल्स भी याद रखने पड़ेंगे और टी रेशियोज भी याद रखनी पड़ेंगी. आई कैन फॉरगेट दैट फॉर सॉल्विंग हाइट्स एंड डिस्टेंस क्वेश्चंस. ओके, understood? So if you like this ratio concept, just put the boom. You know what is to be put. Just put a boom if you like the ratio concept, right? Great. Okay, this was it. This is it. आगे क्वेश्चंस और आई गेस हैं बट शॉर्टकट वाले, बट दैट टेक क्वाइट लॉन्ग. हमारे पास टाइम बहुत लिमिटेड है. यू हैव योर नेक्स्ट सेशन आल्सो एट 2 o'clock विद अस, राइट? सो आई विल बी लिमिटिंग इट हियर. अब किसी का अच्छा एपीजीपी वाला क्वेश्चन था तो फटाफट एक क्वेश्चन देख लो. आई टेल यू शॉर्टकट आल्सो. वो क्वेश्चन कैसे था? द क्वेश्चन वाज इन एन एपी sum of first n terms is 50 and sum of next n terms is just a second please, is 150. The sum of next n terms is 150. Find the ratio of common difference to first term. I hope you guys understand. D is common difference, A is first term. कितने लोगों को एपी का फॉर्मूला पता है? कितने लोगों को एपी का फॉर्मूला पता है? ये दो फॉर्मूलाज हैं. एक nth टर्म होती है a plus n minus 1d और सम ऑफ n टर्म्स इज n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d, या फिर सम ऑफ n टर्म्स इज n by 2 a plus l. ये फॉर्मूलाज पता है सबको? Are you guys aware of these formulas? पढ़े होंगे तुमने क्लास 11th में. अगर नहीं भी याद होंगे ये क्वेश्चन बिना उसके भी करा दूंगा, बट आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग. अब देखो इसमें दिक्कत क्या है. A lot of people started solving it ऐसे कि फर्स्ट n टर्म्स का सम 50 है. ओके, तो Sn जो है n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d ये 50 है. और नेक्स्ट n टर्म्स, पहली n और नेक्स्ट n मतलब मिलके 2n टर्म्स हो गई. तो 2n टर्म्स का सम है 2n by 2 2a plus 2n minus 1d is equal to 200. ये 200 कैसे लिखा? पहली n का 50 है, दूसरी n का 150 है ना. 200 लिख लिया और इनको सॉल्व किया साइमल्टेनियसली. बट कैन यू इमेजिन हाउ मच टाइम वुड दिस टेक? इट्स क्वाइट अ लेंथी क्वेश्चन, है ना. इमेजिन कर रहे हो कितना टाइम लगेगा इसको सॉल्व करने में? बहुत टाइम लगेगा. इजंट इट? डू यू एग्री कि ये बहुत लेंथी क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा? सॉल्व करने में क्वाइट लेंथी, राइट? तो एक करते हैं शॉर्टकट छोटा सा. लेट्स सी. तो क्या किया हमने? कोई फॉर्मूला यूज नहीं किया, कुछ नहीं किया. देखो n बोला है उसने, माई n कुड बी एनीथिंग, राइट? तो मैंने एज्यूम कर लिया कि n 1 है. तो सम ऑफ वन टर्म इज 50, मतलब पहली टर्म हो गई 50. और सम ऑफ नेक्स्ट n टर्म्स मतलब सम ऑफ नेक्स्ट वन टर्म, नेक्स्ट वन टर्म मतलब सेकंड टर्म हो गया, वो है 150. पहली टर्म 50, दूसरी टर्म 150, मतलब t1 जो है वो 50 है, t2 जो है 150 है. तो डिफरेंस कितना हुआ? व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? डिफरेंस 100 हुआ कि नहीं? डू यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड दिस? तो d आ गया 100, a आ गया 50. सीधा सीधा मेरा आंसर 2:1. दैट्स करेक्ट सहज. डू यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड दिस? You know, and this is a question from a CAT mock. Okay, CAT में भी ऐसे बहुत सारे questions दिखते हैं जिनको we apply quick shortcuts, okay, and we get the answers very readily. Very good, Dikshant. Without even asking, Dikshant has given me a boom. Thank you, Dikshant. बिल्कुल ठीक है साहिल, you're right. Okay, so guys, if you like this approach, just put a boom. Great. Thank you so much. So I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap up the session. ये ऊपर किसी ने मेरे से आंसर पूछा, ये जो क्वेश्चन ऊपर लिखा है उसका आंसर क्या है? यस. देखो 5 के ऊपर कुछ भी पावर आ जाए. यस शिवम, that's how the boom is. So 5 के ऊपर कुछ भी आ जाए, we get 5 as the last digit. तुम 5 के ऊपर कुछ भी डाल लो, 5 would be your last digit. ठीक है ना, कुछ भी डाल लो. मतलब 5 का 1 रेज़्ड बाय 1 कर लो 5 है, 5 का स्क्वायर कर लो 25 5 है, 5 क्यूब कर लो 125 5 है. So this is going to be 5 प्लस 6 की पावर भी कुछ भी कर लो 6 ही रहता है. और 4 की पावर जब ऑड होती है 4 होता है, इवन होती है तो 6 होता है. यू कैन ट्राई. 4 क्यूब करोगे 64 आ जाएगा. 4 आ गया फिर से. 4 इसमें 4 to 56, 6 आ गया. राइट? डू यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड दिस? समझ आ रहा है सबको ये? तो इसका इवन पावर है 6, इसका 6 आ जाएगा. सो यू हैव 5 प्लस 6 प्लस 6. इसका लास्ट डिजिट निकालना था. 5 प्लस 6 11, 11 प्लस 6 17. सो लास्ट डिजिट इज 7. People who ask me, is the answer 7? Yes, the answer is 7 only. Very good. Great. Great. So I hope you've enjoyed the session as much as I did, because I've got a bunch of people who answered quite quickly. I liked your energy. अभी जो मैंने तुम्हें बोला था, there are some things that I'll talk to you about, right? So yes, I'm going to talk about these things. Guys, I have recently conducted a workshop with a college. Let me just stop the recording for a while.